The Mora Heavy Duty Companion. If you love the outdoors, you probably love this knife. For 20 bucks, you're getting almost complete Scandinavian perfection in a bushcraft light duty camp knife. So when I saw that Cold Steel wanted to get in on the action with the Finhawk, an obvious take on the Mora Heavy Duty Companion, I said, I gotta run these head to head. And what I really wanna do in this video is see if Cold Steel has improved upon what Mora has been doing for years with this knife, or if it's just a lame representation of what has been a classic for years. So let's get out there, put these two blades head to head and see what they can do, and see if Cold Steel is holding its own against the very well-known Mora knife. All right, let's talk about actual blade performance. Obviously, both of these, that Scandi grind, 0 degree grind, amazing. Love that grind for woodscraft. It's not my favorite for utility tasks. It's not my favorite for food prep, just because of the wider, shorter grind, if you will. They're okay, but when it comes to woodscraft, a Scandi is just mind-blowing. With that 0 degree grind, both knives will come with that. Love it. One thing that you'll notice right away is that the Finhawk has a slightly taller blade from spine to edge than on the Mora Heavy Duty Companion. It doesn't really do a whole lot. I just like that type of, I like the profile, I like the look. There is something about the looks of a knife and the functionality of a knife. The Finhawk just looks a little bit better. It doesn't look as narrow and dagger-esque as the Mora does. And it will have more belly, as you guys can see that there, than the Mora will. So that is another plus with large slicing tasks. The Finhawk will have a better slice on the knife. It's just the way the profile is. Now on the Finhawk, we're looking at 4116 German steel, and after having looked and done some research, and from what Mora does with either their high carbons or their Sandvik steels, their 12C27 steel, they're almost neck and neck. They're about the same edge retention that you're going to find. So when it comes to resharpening as well as edge retention, the Finhawk and the Moras are, regardless if you go high carbon or stainless steel, are going to perform the same in edge retention, which is good for $20. It's by no means a super steel. You'll have to tune it up on a semi-regular basis, but you can literally almost look at them and they'll resharpen themselves. I mean, that's how easy it is to resharpen these knives. So that is a big plus. And then they're about the same blade length, right around 4 inches, which is great for that compact, camp, bushcraft type of task that you want to have. Great control and manipulation of the knife, great feather stickers, great notchers. I want to cut right now and just kind of share with you what we discovered with the notching capability, and we'll go to kind of thickness and some of those aspects as well. All right, so just want to show you these two notches with the Cold Steel. We got that nice cut in at an angle and then a really nice sharp angle on this notch. And then with the Mora, same piece of wood, you can see it's a little bit more C-shaped. I wasn't able to get quite the shelf that I wanted, and that's with the Heavy Duty Companion, because I believe it is just a hair thicker with the grind. Both great, notchers, but I seem to be able to get a little bit squarer notch with the Cold Steel. And so that kind of comes to the thickness. Now this is the Heavy Duty Companion that I've been comparing it to. This is the original Companion right here. So you can see that there are, thickness differences, and I'm going to bring in the Finhawk here. The Finhawk is kind of a in-between on the thickness. You can just see there. It's not as thick as the Heavy Duty Companion by maybe like 1 millimeter, and it's not as thin as the original Companion. So it's kind of a blending of the two worlds, and because of the slightly thinner blade than on the Heavy Duty Companion, the Finhawk will give me a little bit better edge on the notching capability and some of the really precision cutting that you may want to do with a bushcraft knife. So food for thought there. But the Mora is obviously made in Sweden. The Finhawk is made in Taiwan, but the steel is made in Germany, and they ship it over there and put it all together. We are looking, I believe, at partial tangs on both of these. And the final thing is that the Finhawk does have a 90-degree spine, which a lot of you will enjoy and really like. And I mean, this thing will launch sparks because of the 90-degree spine. Moras don't come with 90-degree spines. You can easily fix that with a belt sander in like 1 minute. But that is something to note, that there's no modifications you have to do out of the box with the FinHawk to give you that either scraping ability with a 90-degree or the fire steel throwing sparks capability as well. But those are just some of the things that we've noticed with the performance. Super similar. In some ways, the FinHawk has a little bit of a leg up with the larger belly and the slightly thinner than the heavy-duty Companion. So my buddy Josh has the Companion, and now having looked at it with the heavy-duty Companion and the FinHawk, I want to roll it in here for part of this video just to show you that the FinHawk, in some ways I like more, some ways, you know, you may or may not. What is good is that it has this really good texturing. I love this kind of almost like a, I don't know, crocodile skin feel to the texture, which is really nice. Obviously super well done in its ergonomics, really rounded, no hot spots in that regard. Going to come with that lanyard hole standard. Now you can drill out these Moras, you know, with a screwdriver and, or excuse me, with a drill, and, you know, give yourself a lanyard hole if you want that. Again, the nice thing is I don't have to mod the spine on the Cold Steel. I don't have to mod a lanyard hole. You have to do those things with these Moras. So that is something that I think Cold Steel has seen what the community looks for. A lot of people like lanyards, a lot of people want 90-degree spines, and they said, you know what, let's give that to them right out of the gate instead of them having to mod their Moras like a lot of people do. So that's a positive. I like that they give you kind of a little more aggressive guard, so you feel a little bit more locked in, like you're not going to slide up on the blade. Moras tend to have more of a natural, less aggressive guard there. It's still definitely there and going to keep you from going over. It's just a little bit more pronounced here on the Cold Steel, which is a plus. The other thing to note is that the Cold Steel, though about the same handle length as these Moras, it is a little bit more narrow and actually has kind of like a concave right here in the center. Instead of like a palm swell, it's almost like an indentation for your fingers to kind of wrap into. Some of you will love it. Some of you may find that, if you like fatter handles, a little annoying. So what this, to give you some perspective, it is almost exactly the same as the Companion, the Mora Companion, in dimensions, in thickness, very close. The Mora heavy-duty Companion is going to be a little fatter, so give you a fuller feel, and it's going to be wider as well on the handle, and a little bit longer. So you're getting a bigger handle overall on the Mora heavy-duty Companion, so that may be an important data point for you. For me, with my large-sized hands, I don't really notice it between all three. It's not like, oh, I'm missing more beef on the FinHawk or on the original, you know. But for some of you who have larger hands, you may notice that, and if you like your Mora's heavy-duty Companion, you know that the Companion and the FinHawk are going to have smaller handles. This little hook out here does not hinder the reverse chest lever grips or any other grips that I've done with the knife, and really fills out the hand. For me, what I look for, fantastic for a bushcraft knife. So any of these knives are great. Just know that the heavy-duty Companion will have the longest, largest, fullest handle, and the Companion and FinHawk will be about the same. So I'm going to hit price with you real quick on these two blades. They're both going to be between $18 and $22. Just depends on who, what, when, where, why. For around the $20 price point, you are getting so many things that we've talked about. It's a great, compact, light duty. I mean, you could buy like 3 of these things, and throw them all in all sorts of different kits, bug out bags, survival kits, camping, setups, and it's gonna be great. So we will have links in the description below, not only over to Blade HQ, but also Amazon. When you guys use those hyperlinks, helps me get out there, buy gear just like this, so I can do these head-to-head videos, these comprehensive reviews, and help you guys out decide whether or not the Mora is the right tool for you, the Cold Steel is the right tool for you, or something completely different. But I always thank you guys, and I appreciate it when you use those hyperlinks that we offer to you. And again, for about 20 bucks, you are, regardless of the one you go with, you're getting a great knife for that price. So these two sheaths are super similar, obviously. I mean, carbon copies, hello. You can even see there that those notches look exactly the same almost, just the Cold Steel is slightly smaller. You're getting that polymer, little belt clip, pocket clip, which is kind of cool. You can clip it on your pocket if you don't want to put it on your belt. Very doable for the price point. You're getting drainage hole, nice polymer, no real issues. The one thing, the Cold Steel one doesn't have a thumb ramp, and that's a big problem for me. It's really annoying. I want to push off, and I have to kind of do this weird, super annoying, and it's good tension in there, motion, and it's just not super intuitive. It really snaps into place solid. The Mora has that nice thumb ramp, so it makes it really easy for you to just boom, pull off, snap it back into place. not quite as secure. The Cold Steel is more secure in its sheath than the Mora is, but the Mora, you know, again, if the Cold Steel just put a thumb ramp there, it would have been perfect, and I would have probably actually liked the Cold Steel one more. But as it stands right now, you're gonna have to either like take a heat gun and like mold out this plastic, or just kind of deal with it, and you're constantly gonna have to be like doing two-handed grip in the sheath and trying to pull the knife out. So very similar between the two. I like the Mora's sheath better. So final thoughts on the blades. Which of these two knives should you buy? Both. For $40, you're gonna get two sweet blades. If you're super strapped for cash and you can only buy one, I would say either one is great. You just need to determine which one is more important to you. If that little thumb ramp feature and just the security of knowing that Mora's been around forever, sweet, go with the Mora. If you really want a 90-degree spine and you really want a lanyard hole that's already, you know, set up and just a little bit better on the texture, sweet, go with the Cold Steel. They're both gonna perform fantastic for the price point, guys. So I hope that this video has helped you out decide which of the two is better, or the best way to spend $40, which would be to buy both. So thank you so much for coming over here today, guys, and checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you're not a current subscriber, I invite you to become part of the regular GT family here. We're throwing up videos every single week, giving you guys full, honest, comprehensive videos just like this one. Check us out on all the relevant social media as well. That's a great way to stay in contact, ask questions, and see what's up and coming. Finally, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.